so good, and I was burning up before I left home, and now it's great. Hi guys. I got in a total sweat dripping off my body getting ready this morning. Stupid dysautonomia. Happy anniversary, baby. I got you on my mind.
Happy anniversary, baby. Got you in the car.
22 years ago tonight, we tied the knot. I came out of the darkness into the light. I came out of the darkness into the light. I married me a good man. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I came out of the darkness into the light.
Well,
That was pretty good, wasn't it? Pretty good. We're on the road again, too. I will not sing that song. They've been teasing me because I have a song for everything that's said, and I do, and I've done that my whole life, and I used to get in a lot of trouble about it. But happy anniversary.
happy anniversary. Thank you.
And our baby Rhett had his tonsils taken out this morning, and he's doing great. They would only let one parent go with them. Well, I mean, the other one could have gone. Ashley went. Michael could have gone, but they'd had to get a sitter, and he would have had to sit in the parking lot. So, you know, whatever. But I hate all these conditions that go with COVID. I'm so over it, so tired. But we're going on a little trip, and just gonna chillax. This man needs to chillax. He has worked so crazy. What's a nice camper right there?
Oh, that's a nice.
Ooh, that's a huge camper.
Oh,
It's like a deck mobile home on the road.
oh my gosh, how are they pulling that?
So yes, 20. What?
Have mercy.
Oh, have mercy. 22 years ago today, we got married. We were some young, cute-looking people back then.
I can't even remember that back then.
Oh, I do. I remember it well. I had to work hard to get you.
Made her work.
He was a confirmed bachelor. So, I had, speaking of that, I had a few more questions to come in for questions and answers. And let me go to this one, because this one kind of pertains to today. And it's from my good friend Lynette Chapman, and she sent it the day that we actually finished it up, so I didn't see it till afterwards. But Lynette had asked some questions. This one doesn't apply to you. She said, you mentioned wearing leggings, got them on right now during the summer because you don't wear shorts. I don't either. Which brand, type, etc. do you purchase and where? Walmart. They have that, the new brand. Oh gosh, here it is. I'm going to try to remember it, and I'm going to forget it right now. But the new brand at Walmart. And then Cato's has some really good ones. And I even got like an athletic pair, which I do nothing athletic, but that I brought with me that's really cute. That's got like 3 little places on the leg. Time and True is the brand at Walmart. And lots of times they're folded instead of hanging, so you can just look for that. But she said, where did you and John go on your honeymoon? We've never discussed that, have we?
Nope. Do you want me to tell?
Yeah.
We did a cruise, 7-day cruise, and we
Eastern
went to,
Caribbean.
Yeah, we went to St. Thomas, San Juan, and
St. Martin.
St. Martin.
And then we got in on a group, so we actually knew people on the cruise.
We didn't plan it, did we?
We knew we got in on their group.
Oh, we got in on the group.
We got in on the group. No, we didn't. No, we didn't get in. Tara and them got in on the group.
Yeah.
So we ended up, a young couple from our church was on there too, and she was one of my kids from the high school, and I had taught in Sunday school. We had the best time with them. I told everybody, when you're older and it's your second You know, it was John's first honeymoon. But just, I guess when you're older, just take somebody with you. It is so much. Everything that we did, the excursions, we did it with them. And snorkeling. I snorkeled. I can't swim, but if you put a life jacket under you and lay on it, you can snorkel. Just float. And oh my gosh, the coral was it amazing, wasn't it? Now that was at St. Thomas. St. Thomas was the prettiest.
Yeah.
And then in St. Martin, there had been a hurricane that had gone through, and they tell you never go to a deserted beach. Always go to a public beach. You know, don't go where there's not other people because it'd be dangerous. So part of the island there was French and part was Dutch, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the French side had the nude beach. And so we couldn't find one on the Dutch side, so we had this wild taxi driver, and he took us to the French side, and John and the other guy was like, all right, you know. Of course, we knew we wasn't going to be nude, but anyway, the funniest thing, when we pull up, most people had their swimsuits on, but this old, sun-dried, prune-looking man and woman came walking up completely nude. And I was like, here, guys, there's your nudity. Are you sick of it? So, yeah, that was interesting. There were several topless people, and it wasn't always a pretty sight, was it? So, but we had so much fun. The cruise was great. And it was our first cruise, and it was 7 days, and it was perfect. It was perfect. We had the best time. We played got to play the newlywed game on the boat.
You still got the trophy? We won a trophy.
Gosh, I don't know. So, but yeah, we'd never talk about our honeymoon, and Lynette had asked for that. She said, what are you and John's top 3 bucket list items? Well, one that we have together is to travel the East Coast in the fall. The eastern, well, maybe not necessarily just the eastern coast, but the eastern states, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts, all those places. And it may not be all of those, but we know that we want to do and hopefully we're going to do it this fall, right after he retires, to do a trip. Anything else on your bucket list?
Yeah, see, I even want to go up to Niagara Falls. And Lake Champlain. And
yes.
Adirondacks.
Yes. And it may be more than one trip. I'm sure it will be. Because we've talked about flying up, you know, to Niagara Falls area, renting a car, and then driving all the way back down. So that may be something that we do. Anything else on your bucket list?
You know, it's hard to say.
Y'all are not going to believe this for me, but this is really something I'd love to do. I'd love to skydive. I really would love to skydive. I could see you doing that too. Yeah. So that may be something we do.
I did zip line the Grand Gorge.
The Royal Gorge. He sure did. He zip lined the Royal Gorge, which was awesome.
I think they said it was the second highest elevation in the world.
Yes.
I think it was the second.
Yes.
But it was up there. And,
it was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun.
I'd have done it if it hadn't been $50 each.
Well, we were afraid that when you come in and hit those springs, that it might have been a little too much jarring.
Yeah, jarring. If I get jarred, my dysautonomia goes crazy. And skydiving may not be good for that either, so.
But I bet you one of yours is you're going to go to Ireland and see the castles and stuff.
Love it. And I want to go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower too. But Ireland just calls me. All that beautiful scenery and the castles. Oh, I want to do that so badly. If you go a Sunday afternoon drive, where do you usually end up? Ice cream shop, Sonic for half price drinks. We're liable to do that anytime. We do love to ride. Not much Sunday afternoon people. We love, lots of times we love to ride on Saturdays.
But yeah, we do like to get out and just kind of, especially in the spring and the fall, roll the windows down and just let the cool air blow through the car. And,
We do love to ride around. We love to go down roads we've never been before.
and Dairy Queen is not bad. Them blizzards is pretty good.
I love a blizzard.
Just
Then Lynette gave me some awesome ideas on some other ideas for videos. So she's my prayer warrior. She's got some very, very good ideas. Thank you for that. Thank you. So then I get a card yesterday from Suzanne Light, and she's from Kentucky. And she had some questions in it too. So she said, here's one for your questions and answers. I've been wondering, has your husband John ever been married before he was married to you? And if so, does he have any biological children or grandchildren? And anything? No!
And she said she had to chase hard.
Well, I did have to chase him a little bit. I just had to
confirmed bachelor.
He was a confirmed bachelor, and I knew him. Tinsley, when I worked at the college, I knew him, and I've told before that I even tried to fix him up with a person from my church one time, and it just didn't work out. But he has never been married before me. I am his one and only precious wife. God literally saved him for Ashley and myself. There's no doubt in my mind that it was part of God's master plan. No doubt in my mind. Now, he had to be convinced a little bit. Well, actually, we talked for months, and we talked about dating. And I think you were probably in between girlfriends when we talked about that. And he just said, no, we're from such different backgrounds. It just won't work. It'll ruin our friendship.
I was a heathen.
He was a heathen. So I married him and made him a decent man.
Actually, I was saved at that point.
He was saved. He was a Christian. So Tinsley also asked, is it all right to continue to give God all of your anger and why you're angry at those that have treated you so cruel and unfairly, as well as those who have humiliated you so badly and unnecessarily through the years? Is it okay to tell God how angry you are, as well as other emotions? Absolutely, because He is the healer. He doesn't want you to stay angry all those years. So that's where healing comes in, and healing is progressive. Healing can be instant, but most of the time it's not. Emotional healings from hurts and stuff like that. Well, I'm so sorry, but Ashley was on her way home with Rhett, and so we had to get the. I'll insert toward the end. I'll insert the video as the, what did she call that lady? A family. Oh gosh, a child specialist. Anyway, they had a woman that came in and talked to him all about the surgery and everything, and let him ask questions. So, but
so he had a bunch of questions.
He had a bunch of questions.
And so when she got through asking questions, she handed him an iPad and said, "Do you have any more questions?" And he said, "Yeah, what's the password?"
They know their electronics, that's for sure. But Tinsley, what I was saying to you is that anger and hurt and humiliation, you've got to let go. And I'm not saying you haven't. I don't know your situation. The greatest favor that you can do for yourself is to put it under the blood of Jesus and work daily on letting it go. And when it tries to raise its ugly head back up again, to push it back down, through the power of the Lord, because I have been hurt with things before, and other things would happen and they would flare up. Anger, the old hurt, the anger, that kind of stuff would try to flare up, and has done it before, but I have to put it back, because we are the victors. We walk in victory through Jesus Christ. And unforgiveness to someone that has hurt you, as you said, humiliated you, those kind of things, they don't even know the effect. They may not even remember what they've done. They don't even know the effect. It's only binding and trapping and destroying you. So you let it go, not to let go of what they did to you. You let go of it so that you can be healed. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing the difference. And like I said, the enemy will use it and try to throw things back in your face sometimes and just try to make you remember it or something like that. You just say, I've got victory over it. I got victory over it. I'm not going to be a captive to that, because they will have to pay for what they've done. And like I said, they don't have a clue how bad it's hurting you. It's only hurting you. It doesn't hurt them. So, but thank you for sending me this card. And I don't think I had ever said anything, but Sharon Foote from Nova Scotia sent me a postcard several months ago. I don't even remember, gosh. Looks like it says September. Yeah. So, but I had laid it aside to put it with all my other stuff, and since I had it right there and picked it up, I always tell y'all that if you live in other countries, I'd love to get a postcard or a letter from you, because I just think that is so interesting. So she said, our little town is surrounded by the Atlantic with just the causeway connecting us to the mainland. Wow. So you live there with all that surrounding you. Look at that, John.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, totally surrounded by water. I have been enjoying your beautiful channel, your laugh, and your great devotionals. Thank you, Sharon. And I know this is really late to say anything, but I loved it when I got it. But I went to put another card up, and I was like, did I ever acknowledge that she sent me this from Nova Scotia?
Gadsden State Community College.
Gadsden State Community College. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? We love to see other community colleges. Yeah, that's nice.
It is.
Very nice.
Stay in the left lane.
Okay. Stay in the left lane, she said. But we'll be bringing you along with us. It's great talking to y'all. I'm glad we got to answer a few more of your questions. And babe, I look forward to the next 22 years with you. Y'all, my baby has hands like my daddy. My daddy had big hands, and his hands remind me so much of my daddy's. He actually reminds me of the good in my daddy. He's a hard worker, and he just reminds me of him. The good part. So, and he's been at me because I went off and left my diamond necklace that he bought me. See, I haven't been wearing it during the pandemic because I haven't been dressing up any. But I wore it the other day, and I'm hanging it on a special little place in my bathroom so it doesn't get tangled up with anything else. And I got so hot and everything getting ready, and we were halfway up here where we are now, and I reached up there and I lifted it home. And he picked it out just for me. So, all right, we're on our way, and we'll be talking to y'all later.
Birthday candles, okay? I bet you've blown out birthday candles before. Yeah.
I just turned 7.
So you probably just blew out birthday candles recently. So that's perfect. And then, once you blow out those fake birthday candles, you're going to feel kind of silly. I say it kind of feels like you're jumping on a trampoline.
But how do they make you sleep if it's just a food color?
That's a great question. So you know that tube that I was telling you about? They have special giggle gas that comes through our mask, okay? And you're going to smell it. If you don't taste it, You don't, you know, you're going to smell a root beer. You're not going to taste it or anything, okay? It's just air. And then it's going to, you're really sleepy. And then before you know it, guess what? You're going to be awake and you're going to be in a room called the wake up room with a nurse. Her job is just to make you happy. She gets to make sure you feel good.
How quick will it be?
It feels as short as a SpongeBob episode.
Ooh, look at those clouds. They look more magnificent on this camera than they do there. But we are in downtown historical little district called Ellijay, Ellijay, and it's just a neat little town with, I want you to look at those magnolias right there, but they've got little restaurants open. We just had a fantastic in the restaurant meal at, where? Longhorns. Oh my gosh, here's one. Didn't even see that coming up. They were serving at not even 50% capacity. Every other booth. And okay, here's their little town square, their little circle. But look at these little buildings, how quaint, how cute. Don't you love little towns like this? Little small town USA.
Oh, it says it's the apple capital of Georgia.
Oh yeah.
1832. There's a history.
Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Of course, I know this camera doesn't do justice when we're driving through like this, but at least you're seeing a little bit of it.
I can take you back down.
Yeah, take me back down so I can see all the restaurants and all. It's just so neat. People getting to sit outside, and the weather's just perfect. It's 75 degrees. Yesterday's decor, little boutiques.
We're just going to pull in here and look at this antique store real quick.
Oh yeah, this is called Outback Antiques and Treasures. It must be over there. Oh, we'll have to come down here tomorrow. This right here, guys, y'all got to see this.
I'm going to let this car rain.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at, he's pulling over. Look at that, how gorgeous. It is just.
Established 1950.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, it's a bed and breakfast, John.
So they got the same.
It's a bed and breakfast. Yeah, Ellijay River House. It is just perfect. Look under the gables, John. Look at those. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah.
Where it comes out like that? All right, I want you to go slow right here. So.
Yeah, we're gonna find it.
Oh man, that is just.
She just hates when they turn them into businesses.
I do.
But a bed and breakfast is.
Well, a bed and breakfast is a look at the magnolias on that. Love little old towns like this. Oh, you see that little two-story one up there? Is that where we're going? Look at this magnolia, how beautiful it is. Look at that.
So
if you've never smelled a magnolia bloom, you don't know what you're missing. Because they are amazing. These little roads are built strange, like little mountain, like little hillside roads, aren't they?
Well, they're on hillsides.
Is that the reason why?
They call them hillside road.
See, I never would live in a house that's far down because, well, they got a bar there. You come off this hill, you come in on their roof. Oh, this is cute up through here. Oh, and there's another whole road. There's a road up there on top. Oh, that's where we're going.
It's called a switchback.
It's called a switchback road. Look at that. Look at this. Whoa. You think this might have been, what do you think? What kind of old town do you think this was? Coal mining? Like old coal mining towns? Nah. What? Look at these little houses up on this hill. Bootleggers. We got the Baptist church up here. This little road is crazy.
The Little Baptist Church.
Is that what it says? The Little Baptist Church as opposed to the Big Baptist Church?
Yeah.
Now we're going out of it. So, Lynette Chapman, you wanted to know what kind of little rides we like to do? This is it. Look at those beautiful trees over there. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. This is what we enjoy.
They're little shade trees. How nice that is.
That is nice. Oh, the cute little house in there.
Yep. Walking a dog.
Oh, and they've got their little patriotic banners up. Cute. But you asked what we love to do. This time of evening, it's 6:46. Well, it's actually
7:46 Georgia time.
Oh yeah, it is 7:46 Georgia time. So we love to ride in the late evening with the windows down like we're doing right now. Love it. Love just going and seeing where everybody lives, all the different places. I told John a while ago, the only thing that can make me happier is to stop and go in people's houses.
I'm kind of get an idea of the view of the mountains here. Right
Yes,
off
look at
this.
the mountains up in front of us. See, I told you this was this little road. Goes down. Look at the view from up here, all over the town. Oh, look, you can see all the little restaurants down there. Look.
That's the little town.
Oh, man, that's cute. Off this mountain. See, I told you we love to go on the little... Oh, now this is cute. See, there's another little road. Look at that. That's a real log house. Isn't that cute?
That's actually the road we
Yeah.
want to pull out.
Oh, man, that's pretty right there. Looky there. Now, I want you to look at this patio right here, and then look at the view that they've got off their patio. It don't get a whole lot better than that, does it?
They got a hill right there to go over.
Huh?
They got a hill to go off. They turn left.
That's a pretty little place right there. Oh, well. I hope you enjoy our crazy little rides. We love them, don't we, babe?
Love them half to death.
We're going to be going. We got a hotel room here, and we'll probably stay here a couple of nights. Got some things lined up to do tomorrow. But I just wanted to share a little bit of Ellijay, Georgia with y'all. We're back down now. We were way up high on that little mountain. So it's fun, wasn't it? Look at the skies. How beautiful. So good to be away for a little bit. So I tell you, we always bring you along. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're signing out for the night. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Tell them bye. Look at that picture. Oh, wait, with that American flag against those beautiful clouds. Now, guys, there you go. That's gorgeous. We will talk to y'all tomorrow.